Hello everyone! Today we're diving into the Caligula Effect 2, a niche RPG that takes everything the first game struggled with and turns it into something genuinely great. So what is the Caligula Effect anyway? The first game was often described as a Persona-like dungeon crawler, mixing school life and the supernatural. It takes place in a virtual world, kind of like The Matrix, where people live out fake lives while forgetting about the real world outside. Now, the Caligula Effect 2 picks up about 5 years later in a new virtual world, new cast, and new enemies. The writing here is where the sequel shines. The premise, which is escaping a virtual world, might sound familiar, but the execution here feels more mature, more human, and way more emotionally grounded. You've got over 35 hours of storytelling, and the script doesn't waste a single minute. Every major character, NPC, and even the villains get meaningful development. The dialogue is witty, bold, and full of flavor. Your main companion is a virtual idol named X, and she's the daughter of the final boss from the first game. She's loud, spunky, and has a ton of personality, perfectly voiced to match her attitude. And the rest of the party? An amazing lineup of flawed, relatable people, all wrestling with guilt, trauma, or dreams they couldn't achieve in the real world. Honestly, I put this writing up there with some of the best modern JRPGs, even brushing shoulders with Persona 5 in terms of tone and emotional impact. A fun fact, the writer and director, Takuya Yamanaka, actually majored in psychology, which explains the introspective dialogue and emotional realism. You can feel the academic influence. Every line has intent behind it. Keep an eye on this guy. He's seriously talented. Visually, it's a bit of a mixed bag. The 2D character portraits are gorgeous and expressive, but the 3D models on the Switch can look rough, especially the facial animations. Still, the art direction carries it. The town and dungeon designs are surprisingly stylish. Big urban environments full of color, symbolism, and small details. There's always a reason to explore. Hidden items, glimmering soul fragments, or new dialogue scenes to deepen the lore. And then there's a soundtrack. Oh man, the music is fantastic. Every dungeon has its own track written by one of the in-game musicians, who are also your enemies. During battles, you actually fight with the full vocal version of their song playing, complete with lyrics projected on virtual screens like you're inside a concert. It's one of the most creative uses of music I've seen in an RPG. Now let's talk gameplay, because the Caligula Effect 2 has one of the coolest battle systems I've seen in years. It's like fighting inside a music editor. When your turn starts, time freezes, and you can preview your actions, literally seeing how your attacks will play out in advance. You can predict enemy movements, coordinate team combos, and even counter attacks before they happen. It's a turn-based combat mixed with strategy, rhythm, and prediction, and it feels incredibly satisfying when your entire party syncs up perfectly to juggle enemies mid-air. The risk break system rewards timing. Fill up the gauge, break the enemy's guard, and unleash a flurry of attacks when they're helpless. Combine that with voltage meter, and you can activate X-Jack mode, where X starts singing and your whole party gets buffed, and the background track evolves dynamically. It's pure spectacle. Each character has a unique fighting style and exclusive skill list. You'll manage soul points for every action. Even normal attacks and defending cost something, which forces you to think carefully and recharge strategically, almost like reloading in a shooter. The game's difficulty on normal is no joke either. Even basic fights require planning. The enemies are visible on the map, and you can bait or sneak past them to your advantage. Some dungeons even hide overpowered enemies guarding rare loot, giving that risk-reward tension you expect from games like Xenoblade. Here's something really cool. Your gear isn't just equipment. It's literally fragments of people's souls. Each one boosts your stats and represents a personality trait, like persuasion or interjection. These traits aren't just for flavor either. They affect dialogue choices and even quest outcomes. Need to stop a fight? Equip interjection. Need to charm someone? Slot in persuasion. You can only equip 4 souls at a time, and then when you ask why, X jokes that equipping more might turn you into a completely different person. The self-awareness is hilarious. The game is packed with side quests and character episodes, and surprisingly, most of them are worth doing. They flesh out relationships, explore emotional backstories, and give solid rewards. If you're the kind of player who loves losing hours to side content while growing stronger, you'll be right at home here. Now sure, the Caligula Effect isn't a AAA production. The cutscenes aren't motion captured, the lip sync is minimal, and there's no English dub. But honestly, I think that's a good thing. This is a smaller team that knew its limits and focused on nailing what matters. Story, music, and mechanics. It's polished on where it counts. For me, the Caligula Effect 2 is a joy to play. It's not for everyone. It's niche, dialogue heavy, and unapologetically weird, but that's exactly why it's special. If you made it this far into the review, there's a good chance this game is for you. Dadozy Gaming gives the Caligula Effect 2 a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy gaming.